Hey guys, Chronos of Tech here, and in today's video I want to give you guys one of the apps that I was using about 6 months ago, and it really helped me develop my skills in terms of computer hardware, learning the ins and outs of computer hardware, how to buy a PC or to build a PC on a budget, and how to really gain a comprehensive knowledge of computer hardware parts, real computer hardware parts, by playing a game. And I used to play this game all the time, and this game was a lot of fun. And I'm going to introduce this game to you guys because for you guys that are just starting to get into computers and just starting to understand the ins and outs of computers, or maybe you're trying to get into cybersecurity and that might be the route that you're trying to take, but whatever you're trying to do, you need to learn the basics of computers first. And maybe I'll make a video about learning the basics of networking and Microsoft operating systems versus Linux operating systems and things like that. But one of the main things that you have to understand before you even get into the software is you got to understand the hardware. You got to understand what RAM is. You got to understand what CPU is. You got to understand the different types of CPUs, the different types of RAM, the different types of motherboards, and what's compatible with what, so that way you can build a comprehensive PC that can handle, multiple VMs, or just a lot of programs being run at once. Or maybe you're trying to build a gaming PC and you're trying to play video games on your PC. Then you're going to need to have a sufficient amount of RAM and a pretty good CPU and maybe even a GPU to be able to handle the graphics of that game. So I want to show you guys one of the apps that really helps me understand hardware, computer hardware. And once you guys start playing this game, you guys will start to become proficient at computer hardwares too, and even believe that you can build your own computer. So the game is called PC Building Simulator, and I'm pretty sure you guys were probably looking at all the apps that I had on the desktop and you guys kind of seen PC Building Simulator, but this is the app, and this app is amazing. And I'm gonna run the application, and hopefully it doesn't interrupt the recording, but I'm gonna run the application because I want you guys to kind of see what it looks like when I actually run the application. So I'm gonna run it. So this is the application, and obviously you can do many different things. There's DLCs, there's IT expansion, there's how to build a PC if it's your first time, or there's a free build where you can basically have a limited budget. You can purchase any part and you can put a PC together. If it's the first time that you're playing this game, I always recommend that you go to the how to build a PC, because they're gonna go over all the basic necessities of how to build a PC, from the power supply to the CPU to the motherboard to the installation. They're gonna walk you through step by step on how to actually build a PC. So if it's your first time building it, I always recommend going to how to build a PC first. But if you've already built a PC or you've already played this, then you can actually play the game. You can actually go into career mode, or you can go into IT expansion. The difference between career mode and IT expansion, I feel like I'm almost selling this, but I'm not necessarily selling it. The career mode is basically, you are a guy who is on a limited budget and building PCs, building a reputation for building PCs. And IT expansion mode is more like, you're an IT expert and people come to you to fix their PCs or to get help with their PCs or to exchange parts or to upgrade your PCs. So I'm in IT expansion mode, so I'm going to click continue just to let you guys see what it looks like. And hopefully you guys can hear me over this music. Actually, what I could do is I'll just roll it down. Alright, right, so basically this is what it looks like. So you're on a calendar, and you obviously have, you know, different jobs that you have. Obviously, I've been playing it for a while. I'm at level 8. So you see we have a delivery for a Patriot Viper Steel Series 8 gigabytes, 300 megahertz, which is RAM. And then we have a DDR4 RAM, right? We have a delivery of EVGA GeForce RTX, which is a GPU, right? And we have another GPU here. And so we have a bunch of deliveries, and then, you know, obviously we got collections and stuff. So this is kind of what the day looks like. And then we have our schedule here. So if I exit here, and I open this, you can actually see emails. So you can actually see, you know, the type of emails you're getting. Those are sales and stuff. Those are different purchase offers. Different things. If I open up the ticket, I can actually see, you know, any jobs that I might have. You know, these are all the backlogs. So right here we have Leah Macy. She has a hardware problem, mission critical, and then basically I'll look at the PC, I'll try to find out what the problem is, so I'll do a little bit of hardware troubleshooting, and then ideally if it's a hardware issue, we would change the part, whether it's the CPU that's damaged, or the power supply that's damaged, or maybe something just not plugged in, or maybe she needs to clear her disk space, or whatever the case is, we'll figure it out, do some troubleshooting, and that's part of the game, right? It's literally like you're working a job, right? What you could also do is you have a printer and all that stuff too, right? You have a bunch of deliveries here, and these boxes are probably, you know, she needs an upgrade, right? PC can move to OS, install an upgrade, and you know, install parts, and make sure they're colored and stuff like that. Make sure there's certain applications installed and working. So it's a fun game, and it gets you, you know, learning different things. Build PCs and sell these PCs, right? And those are all the parts, and the PC can boot and stuff, right? So, you know, that's kind of the basic gist of the game. I haven't played the game for a while, and obviously there's a lot of work to do, but you know, this is basic gist of the game, right? So it's a fun game. Let me log out. Right, so it's a fun game, but obviously if you guys are operating an 8 gigabyte RAM laptop or something like that, you know, the game might be really slow on it. The best way to get the game, in my opinion, is to actually download the source code of the game and actually download the game onto your PC itself, instead of using a virtual machine or using it via your school apps or whatever the case is. It's always better to download the game onto your actual PC, because if you're using the game from a server, then there might be multiple users using that same server, and the server could just be slow. So it's always best to have the game download onto your PC so you can play it directly from your host PC, or the virtual machine that you're using, if you are using a virtual machine in VMware. Okay, so I recommend you guys download that and get used to playing with hardware, and get used to, you know, PC hardware and fixing computers and upgrading computers. And I will leave a link to the download so you guys know exactly how to download PC Building Simulator. Where the download code is, I'll leave it in the description below. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you guys enjoyed it so far. And I'm out.